Hello, this is Shirley Ross, Close to My Heart Consultant, and today we're going to work with textured paste. I'm using the Ranger's Textured Paste Opaque Matte, the Close to My Heart spatulas, Close to My Heart stencil paper that we carry, and it is going to be for the Workshop Your Way, the Deluxe Workshop Your Way. We're going to create this matte piece for the photos. And in the instructions it has you use ink, but I wanted to add a little more texture, so I'm going to use textured paste. And the first thing I want to share with you is that I used the Tombow liquid multi glue. It's a white glue. It's a two-way glue, so it goes on white, and when it dries it's repositionable. So I have put it on the back side of my stencil, and I have attached it to the project. Now I will say keeping a damp paper towel close by when you're pushing this back on after you've used some textured paste with it helps. If you're not going to totally clean it off, you can just soak that in water and clean that stencil and use it again. I wouldn't use it too many times because, as you can see, I have torn mine. Lesson learned. They are very delicate, so when you're pulling them off after using the textured paste the way I'm doing and the glue, you might find that it doesn't come off real easy. I let that dry a little bit too long on the spatula, so I've put it on the spatula, and I don't mind if it does get a little marks in it, because you just want to put some textured paste on. It's for a wood grain, so I don't mind it having some lines in it. If you were doing it for a smoother project, you want to make sure that you clean your palette knife off often, and then you might even use the wet paper towel just to get it so, because the dried texture paste on the palette knife can cause those lines, because it dries fast, so you want to get it on as quickly as possible. I think that's good. I want a very thin coat because there are going to be photos on top of it, and if you're worried about your photos against the texture paste, just mat them on photo safe paper. You might want to clean the edge of your textured paste bottle off so you don't accidentally adhere your lid with textured paste. And then again, just you can clean it off right away. If you can't clean it off right away, just soak it in some water and it will come off. So now we're going to gently pull off our stencil, and like I said, very gently, because it is a very, very thin stencil paper, stencil sheet. As you can see, that's where I tore once before. I learned, you learn something new every time, and now we have to let it dry. It needs to dry. I usually let them dry overnight just to make sure that it's good and dry before I actually put it on the layout. And then I'm using the all-purpose mat. If you notice, my all-purpose mat is a little smaller than what you get when you purchase it, and that's because I cut mine in half. When I work on my table, my craft table, it's nice. I can just slide it over here up underneath my Versamat, and then I'll have my Versamat, the cutting, self-healing side up. You can't see, but the all-purpose mat is over to the side of that, and then I have my spongy stamping, so on my surface I have all three pieces, and then I can just grab my all-purpose mat when I need it. And then I have the other half I travel with, because I do travel a lot, and it's nice to have the self-healing mat with you. It's nice to have the all-purpose mat as well as the Versamat with you when you travel. So I hope you enjoyed the video. And yes, you can see I made a little bloob right there, and that's okay because there's going to be photos over the top of this, so that is everything is an embellishment opportunity. So again, it will be the other side of this layout here. It will go on this one. So this is going to be for the left-hand side, that's the right-hand side of the layout. So if you have any questions or would like to purchase the Workshop Your Way Deluxe or any of the products that I shared with you today, please contact me and I will help you make them yours. So have a great 4th of July, and I'll see you next Thursday for Technique and Tips Thursday. Again, Shirley Ross, Close to My Heart Consultant.